This is a really amazing anime. We follow the journey of Bojji, a deaf and mute prince who lacks physical strength in the world where this type of strength is crucial to one day become the number one king. Now, you might be asking, okay, I can get becoming the king, but what is number one king? Glad you asked. In this world, every king is ranked through different regions, whether be it from north to south or from heaven to underworld. These rankings are determined by the strength and loyalty of his army. If the common people are happy with the ruler and the kingdom is thriving in economy, but the most and important factor here is the king strong enough for the people to think of him as a hero. To put it in a nutshell, it is a massive dick measuring contest to find out what are the ranking of kings.
That's quite big.
King's Ranking is an anime which starts off as a little flower bud, but with amazing character writing, immersive world building, stellar animation, soundtracks, and moments which will make you grin ear to ear, cry until your nose water comes out, and reveals which will make your jaw drop. It has turned from this underrated seasonal gem to a masterclass, making it into one of my favorite animes of all time. Yes, this is not some seasonal fling. This anime is marriage material, and that is thanks to how immersive the world of King's Ranking is. Every kingdom has different tribes. We have got Shadow Tribe, who are assassins. We have giants, gods, mages, demons, onis, witches, goblins, you name it. And even though all of them are not expanded fully, we get glimpses of their culture, priorities, and their lifestyle. Let's take the people from Shadow Clan for example. They are swift little creatures who have ability to store anything in their body while still being able to hide in bags, armor, and be as good as invisible in the darkness, making them perfect for the job of assassins, which they completely adapted to it. So in people's eyes, they are two-faced clans who can act all goody two-shoes in front of them but can also kill you in a heartbeat. But in reality, they do not like killing and living like this. They also have their own children who they deeply care about but have to do these jobs because the king of that region has ordered their clan to live this lifestyle, where they are fully aware that they have their hands dirty and don't want people to feel sorry for them, but just want a safe future for their children who are innocent. And this is just one of the stories out of many clans. Every character feels alive in this world. Each and everyone has their own motivation. Sometimes they're misguided, and when they come back to their senses, they spend rest of their lives making up for that bad decision they took. Some have no choice but to be harsh in order to secure that bright future. There are no villains in King's Ranking, and there are no heroes too. That is until you see a deaf-mute cinnamon roll of a prince who gets bullied not only for his disabilities but also lack in physical strength, who gets called various names, and people think they're getting away with it because he's mute and deaf. But what they don't know is that he can lip read, who tries to act dumb and shows it does not get to him, but when he's all alone, he cries while putting on a brave face, aiming to be the greatest king anyone has seen. We do not root for Bojji because he has disabilities. Instead, we root for him because even though he has disabilities, he tries his best. He gets strong in his own way, even though when he gets results with his sword fighting, people disregard it by calling it not kingly. But he does not give up. Even after hearing this and completely breaking down, he seeks out new ways to fight and tries his hardest to be the king in people's eyes. And after seeing him fail time and time again, but at the end, he stands back up on his own 2 feet. Even while crying, he's giving his contagious smile. But obviously, doing it all alone is impossible. He has many who care about him, but they cannot outwardly express it because he belongs to royal family, and that might ruin his image even more. Bojji, for better or worse, is a royal, and if they defend him or punish anyone for making fun of him, the throne would look like tyrants, and the common people will antagonize Bojji. But if he is ignored and left all alone, even though he would look like an idiot, at least he will not have a villainous image. Of course, these things are not tackled directly, but the show definitely hints at it. Even though Bojji has endured majority of hardships all alone, but when the going gets really tough, the ones who cherish Bojji, not because he's a prince, but because he unknowingly helped them through some tough times, so they stay in shadows while looking out for him. For example, this soldier deeply cares about Bojji because when his mother died, he was completely broken, but Bojji came into his life and showed compassion when he needed the most. But the thing doesn't end here. That soldier soon realizes that this deaf-mute prince, who still cannot even walk, has lost his own mother, yet still is taking that thing like a champ while putting on that adorable smile on his face. This action deeply moves him, so he decides to do the best he can do for Bojji while being in his position. There are many other characters who love him with their whole hearts, thanks to his quality of putting others first. And when you think about it, that is the most kingly quality you can have. This is the journey of a prince who no one believed in, to becoming a strong warrior who could stand his ground while facing the danger and making harsh deceptive decisions in battle, to eventually protect his subject, people, and rule over their hearts. And not only he wins the hearts of fictional characters, but so does he rule over our hearts as well. If Bojji directly looked at me tomorrow and asked me to join him in battle, you can sure as hell bet I'm the first guy running into battle to die. Hell, even if he doesn't ask me, I will go die and prove my loyalty. Just say it, king. I will head out right now. But the one who made me strongly feel these feelings, the one who makes this world larger than life, is the mind-blowing animation and the story composition of Wit Studios. When a great man once said, "These motherfucker don't miss," I didn't know they were talking about Studio Wit. I believe Martin Scorsese is the one who said that. Time and time again they have proven that they want to make their every anime special, whether be it mega hit Attack on Titan Vinland Saga or sleeper hit Vivi. Studio Wit puts equal amount of care and attention towards both of them, and that is not only in the animation department, which I will get to it in a minute, but the most important thing people look over is the composition of the story. Let me ask you a question. When you are watching any show, do you get easily distracted and open Insta, Twitter or WhatsApp and scroll through it? If you do, then that is a weak story composition, or it is just a trash show. But on the contrary, when you feel like I just started watching this episode and before you know it, the outro starts playing and you feel like, what? The episode felt like 5 minutes long. That is a really good story composition, and Taku Kishimoto is well experienced in doing that. You might have seen some of his early works like Haikyuu, Erased, and Fruits Basket. These are the shows which keep you grabbed with constantly presenting you the information and not telling you. For example, in episode 2, we get backstory of Kage, and during the entire episode, we are just shown which clan is he from, what happened to his clan, how did he meet Bojji, and what he plans to do now. The show could have easily told Kage's backstory by making him narrate it, but instead, we get to live it alongside him and pick up on subtle details which show us how much of a mess his life has been up to this point. This is the power of a great story composition, and the thing which brings out its full potential is the amazing animation. Don't get fooled by this fairy tale type of art style. This can quickly switch tones and can be equally brutal and horrific, where sometimes you might even have to turn your eyes away. Every studio should get inspired by Studio Wit and the people who are working on it, on how to be faithful while still adding their own personality and flex on everyone with their adaptation. The main source material, which is the manga, looks something like this. And let's be honest, it's not that great. But when Wit adapted this same scene, it looks like this. Insane sound design, camera angle which God only knows how the fuck did they do it. Later down the episodes, they crafted the perfect fight scene where my jaw was dropped like for 10 minutes. And can we talk about the opening and endings? Both of them are absolutely bangers, especially second opening. I'm not much of an analytical guy, but my god, I would love to pick apart every single detail of it and gush over it. And just a second. Zembu Zembu! Nailed it! Honestly, I've been playing this opening on repeat and not even skipped a single time. And I don't even listen to this genre of music. These are the type of adaptations which make me stay and stick to anime only instead of going off ahead and reading the source material. These studios and animators are the ones who make me put my faith in anime. Even though there are hordes of anime coming out every season, these are the people who put their heart and souls in one project, whether it has an existing fan following or a story which was forgotten by time or a completely new project, and they make sure that the product is polished enough to be the best out of best. King's Ranking is not going to be that seasonal anime which I watched and forgot in a year, but I will recommend it to new anime fans. I will pester my friends until they watch it and wouldn't shut up about it until they or you watch it, because it is that good to be called a masterpiece. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, smash like, and thanks to everyone who has subscribed and clicking on this video out of all the others. That's about it. See ya.